Hey, you there. Thank you for watching, and welcome to Forge Lines Forever. Today I have a 6v6 custom match here on the most amazing Roxas map generator that looks like Settings Clutch. So let's go ahead and introduce our teams and our players. But we'll start with Team 1 on the northeastern side, and then end with Team 2 on the southwestern side. Starting off with Team 1's regular side player, we have in Barbie Pink. It is Dorset. He's playing as a Cybran. He is an 1100. Moving to the southern edge of Team 1, it is Macro Noob. He's playing in Regal Purple as an Aeon. He is a 1900. He is also the highest rated player on Team 1. To his northwest, we have in Lightest Red Pink. It is playing 33, playing as the UEF. He is a 1700. In Blood Angel Red to his southwest, it is Chaos Spire playing as a Seraphim. He is an 1800. In Snow White north of him, another Seraphim for Team 1. It is Buttons. He is a 1700. And then rounding off Team 1, we have an Imperial Grey. It is the Cybran of Nyx. He is a 1400. So for Team 1 side of the map, they have one UEF, two Cybrans, one Aeon, and then two Seraphim. So of at least one of each factions on Team 1 side of the map. Moving on to Team 2 side, in the Regal slot, we have in Chevy Crimson. It is the UEF of BJ. He is an 1100. Moving to the eastern edge of Team 2, it is Will-O-Wisp. He's playing as an Aeon in Stage Blue, his customary color. He is a 2300. He is the highest rated player on Team 2 and in the game overall by 400 average points of rating. To his north, in the best color of Forest Green, it is Free MP playing as a Cybran. He is a 1400. In orange color, one to his northeast, we have as a UEF, it is the Nuke Ambassador himself in his customary color. It is Ferv. He is an 1800. To his west, we have in Royal Blue, it is Kareem playing as a Cybran. He is a 1600. And then rounding off Team 2, we have in Rust, it is Folk Wolf playing as a UEF. He is a 1400. So for Team 2 side of the map, they have 3 UEF, 2 Cybrans, and then 1 Aeon with 0 Seraphim, which means Team 2 lacks the Seraphim faction. But that also means that every faction is represented on in this game, just not on each team. And for these 12 plays on the map, let's take a look at the reclaim situation before they scoop it all up. Currently sitting at, wow, I think that's the lowest amount of reclaim I've ever seen ever. Maybe I've seen 0, maybe, but that's a lot of not mass to be there. Not even worth even talking about. Anyway, taking a look at the mexes on the map, the players do have a little bit more in that department comparatively with the reclaim on the map. There is a decent host of mexes in the southeastern pond here, with a couple on the edge and then a couple kind of splattered around there. Most of the mexes that players are going to be able to grab are going to be in their starting section mass map section of the map thing. We do see this a small pond for players to hide in, but there's a decent clumpage of mexes there. There's a decent clumpage of mexes here and back here. Actually, that's where he started, to be fair. But here as well. There's no mexes, sadly, on the northern pond, so it is going to be worth it to grab because, again, it does allow for some attacking vectors on nearby bases, but it's not going to be as important as the mexes are going to be on the southeastern side, for at least trying to scale that eco. And then there's a very thin causeway in the middle of the map. We already have T2 PD being built here for Chaos Spire with that T2 engineering suite. Forever's charging in with a gun upgrade, meeting decent resistance, but he's going to keep charging through. One overcharge at this point should be enough to kill off that Utashala. There's another one now newly built, and there goes the overcharge, killing off the first one. Second one going to be built as well. Probably going to be denied. Maybe if it's going to be built, it's going to be looks like the comm walks in front of it just to try to protect it. Ferv will have to fall back, but it's a small victory for Team 1. They get 1 mex. Team 2 gets 1. Well, they had 1 mex. In terms of where other players are going off to in this game, we have 2 players in the pond for Team 2 and Team 1. I mean, we might see some combi come action down the middle, and it was pretty close between those 2 players, but it's one of those things where, I mean, there's really not going to be a lot of action just because there is a big giant pond here, big giant pond here, and it's going to end up kind of being like Settings. I made that comment earlier. It does look similar to a map I casted, I think it was about a month or so ago. I did check. It is a different game. I had the same thought when I booted it up before I started casting. I was like, this looks similar to that other game. But no, even the lineup of players is completely different. So, or for the most part. So it's similar, but not the exact same. Anyway, we do see Team 1's fleet of Nyx's subs and frigates, both Seraphim and Cybran in there, going against Kareem's position. He's going for a torpedo as we speak. He has a little bit more subs than he does frigates, which actually will benefit him, killing off the subs of Team 1 and forcing the fleet back. He's going for a torpedo. I do like the position that he sat in. Essentially, Team 1's forces have to come right about to here to be able to actually hit him. So he has a little bit of a breather before stuff gets shot at him. Southeastern side, I mean, it's just a big giant, almost, more than a quarter circle of ponds. So lots of open area to, swim around in and whatnot. I wouldn't be surprised to see 2 air players in this game. Obviously, we have the regular air slot players of Team 1 and Team 2, but we might see a secondary one from maybe one of these positions, I'd imagine. They are going into Navy, some of them, but we could see maybe a little bit focus on air. We do see attack missile started for FAF. He's already doing it. He's not even 10 minutes in the game. He's already doing it. Attack missile has started for him. And we do have Chaos Spire going for more PD creeping here. Again, because FAF's modus operandi is attack missiles, you would think players would prep a little bit more TMD, but maybe it's going to be the one game that he doesn't do it. But most of the time he ends up doing it. Again, it's not 100% of the time, but it's a high percentage of the time. It's like Hyper 2001 going for nukes. If he's going to go for nukes every game, maybe not, but there's a high chance that he's going to rush for nukes. T2 Navy online for MP, and we have T2 Navy online for Willow. T2 Navy online for Team 1's Macro Noob and playing 33. So again, 2 players in the pond for each team in the southern pond, and then we have 2 players in the pond to the north for each team that does live. Again, the Middle Causeway players and then the Rigor Slot players. We do see Chaos Barney getting some shielding online. Well, it looks like he will get a TMD here shortly. I think that's a TMD. It looks like a Team 1 PD, but it could be a TMD. Looks like Fur walks forward and goes, that's not nice. Launches a missile, takes some shots for it. Looks like he's going a little bit further in deep. There is a nice little E-storage that could get blown up. Looks like he's going for a T2 mix. And might grab an engineer. There, 2-for-1 combo. Grabs that engineer. And it looks like maybe some T2 engineers going to start building some TMD here right quick. Actually, he built the TMD there as well. Looks like it's going more north, going after the mixes for buttons. In terms of eco, Team 1 is slightly in the lead. When you divvy it up between 6 players on Team 2, however, it's about 6, maybe 10 mass a second in favor. It's really not that big of a jump. We do see that FAF is getting hit by a nice little sub from Team 1. Again, a little poking and prodding on that chassis. Nothing too crazy, though. He can take the lumps. He's at T2 vet, or he's at 2-star vet and T2 engineering suite. So he has a little bit of chunkier UEF commander. We do see the fleet of Team 2 starting to push in a little bit. We have T2 Navy online for both the players for Team 1, T2 Navy online for Kareem. And he does have the torpedo upgrade. Needs to build stealth and nano on board that thing, but at least he's trying to at least help push forward a little bit. And we do see Wolf is going for T2 Navy as we speak. In the southeastern pond, a little bit more, again, kind of disjointed. There's just kind of roaming bands of units running around the southeastern side. Again, there's no physical impediments to traverse. It's just a big, giant open pond, so it's really easy to just go any sort of avenue. There's no forced way one way or the other, which is nice, but also not nice, depending on what players want to end up doing. We do see a little bit of a naval facility here for Chaos Spire. It looks like he's going to be repairing or assisting the shielding, as there are a couple of flapjacks making the pancakes and throwing at that shield generator there. T2 PD going to help kill off a couple of frigates. There is a destroyer here hoping to poke at the middle causeway. Again, that same problem with Settons. The causeway kind of just becomes defunct just because of the fact that Navy can easily come from either direction and just say, no, you can't have a base there, sorry, go away. Have a beautiful time kind of thing, and just go away. And that's what's kind of happening right now. 12 minutes on the clock. T3 Navy online. Not where I thought it would be, but okay. Team 1 T3 air is where I think it is, or where it should be, or where you think it would be. And we do see any T2 air for anybody else in the naval department. Nope. We do see a T2 naval headquarters also online for Chaos Spire. So we have 3 players in Navy. We might see... Yep, Ferv's going to do the exact same thing. Again, definitely one of those Settons copycats in the map generator department. And the Salem's going to do a little bit of annoyances onto this T2 Max, but Team 2 counted it super quick and said no to that. So that's unfortunate. A little bit of reclaim for Team 2 to scoop up. Team 2 still steaming ahead in the eco department. Now it's about 100 mass a second. Leaders in eco for both teams. We have Dorset and Buttons fighting for first place. And then Team 2, we have Willow at 100 mass a second. A little bit above that, and everybody else is below that. Macroom's about there. Oh, look, there it goes. Just above the 100 mass a second. Destroyers starting to poke and prod one another. Again, Seraphim is the unique faction for Team 1 because Team 2 does not have access to Seraphim tech, so they have those little subs that also are very, very annoying to deal with. It was the Yasaus. There's also the pseudo subs in the form of these destroyers that can go underneath the surface and cause a little bit of annoyances that way. Again, a lot of their weapon systems are disabled when they're in sub mode, but you know, it's better than being shot at all the time. Cooper is online for Team 1, and they are being shot at, and you definitely need to shield those things. They are weak and highly susceptible to damage, just because, again, they have 2,000 hit points versus the 7,000 hit points on board an X's class destroyer as a comparison there. We do see a couple of Team 1 subs going after Buttons. Buttons trying to reclaim them underneath the surface. He's taking some damage. He's dropping into the yellow. There's a lot more torpedoes running after him, though. It looks like he is going to be forced out of the pond. We do see Kareem is over here. Still no stealth or nano on board that comm. We have a couple of Barracudas going after this T1 fleet. There's a couple of T2 destroyers in there. T1 has a lot more units, though, in the T2 department in terms of destroyers, so that's going to be outnumbering them heavily. They also have torpedoes and torp defense on board themselves, so they're able to rip apart that fleet quite easily. And we do see a couple of units trying to keep the middle causeway under their control for Ferv. Again, he's on 3-star vet now. He's working for his 4th. And it looks like he's going after more and more of the resourcing options for Team 1. But Team 1 is getting rise to his modus operandi, his chosen desire, chosen course of action for firepower. So they're starting to get more TMD online. You can see that mech just got taken offline moments ago. There's flak being built, Team D being built, so they're just trying to defend that way. We do see a couple of transports might be able to drop off either here, or they just drop off for the naval reclaim, which they do that. Again, it's not bad. When the map started with 300 roughly mass on the map, any bit of reclaim is definitely better than what they started with. But Team 1 is making a decent amount of progress towards Team 2's main facilities. T3 Navy, however, is online. He is Aeon, Willow specifically, so he's going for the the Omen. Wrong O. Team 2, we have T2 and T2 still for Team 2's other 2 players in Navy. Team 1, T2, T2, and T2. Nobody's going for T3 yet. Lots of cruisers going to be outbound from Chaos Spire's facilities, though. So it's going to be a lot of missile tech for him. T2 Navy, T2 Navy. T3 Navy soon. Not yet. And then Team 2, we have T2 and T3. So Team 2 is not going to have a lot of forces on the front line. Kareem's getting hit. He's going to maybe pop out of the... nope, it's not high enough. I was going to say, oh, that's a big sandbar. But nope. Not too big. Looks like he might... Keyword might get out of there. Team 1 is aware of his location. So again, that's where that stealth and nano would come in handy a ton. He's at 2-star vet, though, to be fair. So he has 20% additional hit points, but there are some torp bombers inbound for his location, and I don't think he's going to be long for this world. So I'm going to keep track of him as he continues to retreat back to base. We have cruisers raining in missiles here from Team 1 to the T2 Siren facility. And that T3 battleship is now online. It's going to definitely be a huge help. It does have TMD also on board to help, just negate the firepower from those tactical missile launchers on board the cruisers. We have some interceptors inbound. We have a couple of bulwarks coming in to protect Kareem's comm. Go that way. Don't go back that way. What are you doing? That's where more of the... Oh, no, he's going to die. Oh, he's not... Nope. No, he's not long for this world. Oh, yeah. Oh, there it is. Team 2 loses the first player of the match. Dorset gets first blood, and it is now a 6v5 in Team 1's favor. His base will most likely be gifted off to Wolf to be able to fight back because he is, again, right next door in Navy. Willow gets it, immediately transfers it over. Definitely a smart move there. Gives him double eco. He's now sitting on 190, producing the most mass on Team 2, but Team 1's at 230 and 230 for Dorset and Buttons, and everybody else is below that. So Team 1 is starting to run away with it in the eco department, though. 200 mass and climbing. Looks like Ferv. No, Ferv's fine. I thought he was going to get hit by that bomber, but I guess not. Gets shot down immediately, though, by that Infinity-class cruiser. There is a comm in the water for Team 1. We have Dorset with, again, Nano, T2, and Torpedo. And, again, even with the Nano and T2, he's getting hit pretty hard by Team 2's destroyers. Team 2 can still see him, though. Oh, look at that. He's almost gone. 805. There he goes. Team 1 loses a player almost simultaneously with Team 2, making it now a 5v5. So it's somewhat of a tennis match so far. We've had a kill going this way, and then we've had a kill going this way. So theory pattern indicates that the next hill would be going this way in any of the sections of the map. I don't know. I don't like making predictions about who's going to die because anything can really happen, and I'm proven wrong most of the time anyway, so I just don't make the attempt and just kind of just do like, nope, not going to deal with it. Still no T2 air outbound from anybody on the oh, no, we have T2 air online for Wolf, so we have one of the 4 naval players for Team 2 that has T2 air for Tort Bombers. Nothing out of Team 1 Southern or Northern naval players. Again, it is such a huge ability to provide your own Tort Bombers to be able to just, again, poke at cruisers, poke at a couple of destroyers, because it's just nice to not have to rely on the air player to build them, because, again, he's probably busy doing other things, running over the map, doing whatnot. So, looks like there's a question mark about what's going on over there. Looks like he's like, hey, send them over there. That's probably what he's getting at. T2, Naval Headquarters getting hit by that battleship, and it is upgrading to T3. It's going to be close. It's going to get a boost in hit points. Oh, no. Look at that. It was like 90-something%. And it looks like Chaos might just control K, maybe, because he gifted everything over to Macro Noob. I mean, is it annoying to lose your Naval Headquarters when it was almost just built to upgrading and whatnot? Yes, but I don't know about leaving, though. I don't know about that. We do see that Ferv is out of the pond because of everything sitting right there. I'm just waiting for the control K to happen. We have Team 2's fleet trying to keep Team 1 at bay, but now we have attacks inbound from the middle pond. He's going to go for tac missiles, so he's not leaving just yet, but he's just kind of, I guess, fed up with some stuff, so he's just going to do other things and call it a day, I guess. We shall see, and we do see just the bombardment of Team 2's facilities here and here. The T3 Naval Headquarters actually is in danger from these Salem's crossing in from the land. We do see, again, there are some more movements from Team 2 over here to the north, so like encourage them to go that way. There are some Riptides trying to catch up to him, but I highly doubt they are going to do that. We do have some Tort Bombers now inbound from Team 1's Macro Noob. He has the air, and he has 2 sets of Navy. That APM is definitely going to be hurting him. He does have more eco, though. He's at 500 mass a second, so that is nice to have, but the APM is definitely going to be hurting, though. We have Team 2 still behind on eco. It's about 1.2 to 100. As 100 at 1.0K, so 200 mass roughly in Team 1's favor. T3 Navy not online yet for Team 2 in the south. T3 Navy online for Team 1 in both departments, in the north and in the south. We have 2 of the 3. We have the best unit in Navy being the Neptune-class battlecruiser. And we have a Hathum-class battleship as well coming online. But Team 2 is approaching. And so far, the Neptune's not looking too hot. Again, the 2 downsides to the Neptune is the range and the hit points. If the battleships keep outranging those ooh, he's popping and weaving. He almost got hit there. But yeah, it's the downside, again, with having the Neptune have half the hit points and not necessarily half the range, but a little bit less of the range is, it's just kind of hard to, stay alive. Staying alive. Northern side, we do see Chaos Spires in the pond again. Missiles outbound. Are you going after the mechs, I would assume. It's the only mechs that really is vulnerable. Everything else is protected with TMDs. A lot of them right here. It's definitely a smart move there from Wolf, getting some protection for his headquarters there. Torp bombers going after some random destroyers out on their lonesome. Definitely won't recommend that. Team 2 cleaning out the southeastern side for a couple of mexes. Again, Team 2 still behind by about 200 mass a second. 250 now. Caspar is still in the game. I'm waiting for the control K or the kill, but it just hasn't happened yet. ASF's coming in from Team 2 to assist. And it looks like Team 1's ASFs. It looks like they're a little bit more populous. Sitting at 50, rounding up. And then Team 2's BJ sitting at 31. So a little bit behind, but again, not by much. There is some AA in this area with some cruises and whatnot. So could be an easy turn or two win for either player, to be honest. And now we have that Hathum. Again, getting underneath the shielding to block a couple of the shots to protect himself. Definitely a good move there. Keeping himself alive, able to still fire out of the shield is always a nice bonus. We have another battleship inbound. No battle cruisers yet. Why? Why? That is the best unit in the game, obviously, in my opinion. Why? Verve has finished his experimental. Did he go for Atlantis? I don't see the big giant A on my screen. Oh, yeah, he did. Excuse me. Not in the pond that I thought he was going to go in. I thought he was going to go in over here. Nope, he goes in up here. That will help. The only problem is with the Atlantis, you have to have another unit with them to protect them from torpedoes because they don't have their own torp defense. If Team 1 goes for the Yasau spam, it's going to be game over for that Atlantis. So just food for thought there. Too bad I wish you could flip this. So instead of the unit facing this away, you could face it this way. So that way they can just move without having to and then go kind of thing. I wish you could flip the blueprint there. 27 minutes on the clock. I will note that this game is almost an hour. I think it's less than a minute from being from an hour game. So we'll see if I label it as an epic or not. It just depends on the crazy nonsense. It could just be, a calm, just naval and air game. But other things can happen. Again, pseudo settings does bring out sometimes the best and the worst. And we do see the Atlantis. I don't think I've ever seen it do this. I didn't know you could back it up like the Megalith. I didn't know you could do that. Full reverse. Didn't know you could do that. Oh, that's pretty cool. Huh. Anyway, now we have some, again, those pseudo subs coming in to say hi. And definitely a smart thing there because they would have been riddled with all those shots from all the battleships. And again, the Galaxies have torpedoes as well on board. So, yeah, it's not super great for the destroyer in either department. We do see, there is a Galaxy, 950 hit points left. You still do 100% of the damage even at 1 HP, so you got to kill the unit. We do see Team 1's trying to run by on this eastern side. T3 Navy now online in the form of some Cybern tech. Still no T3 Navy online for the UEF tech. I'm just going to keep making a comment like every 5 minutes or so about it. T3 Air is online for Team 2. Is he going for his own torp bombers? Possibly. We could see some Aeon ones from Team 2, but Willow is the only Aeon player on Team 2, so maybe not for the T3 Solaces, which are absolutely brutal. We do see Macronoob. He's using Cybern tech in terms of air, so no Solaces there. There's a nuke. It was just finished. I took a slight moment for pause because the nuke is now done. It's not loaded yet. Team 2 is not aware of it. We have another Atlantis online for Team 2. And again, there's a huge effort by Team 1 to charge in. There's another one. See, look what I'm talking about. You can just slowly turn. And this one's almost gone. A lot of the fleet is being whittled down, though, by Team 1. There goes the first Atlantis of the 3. And there's still a couple of battleships inbound for both teams. There's some cruisers in the mix. Probably don't send your ASFs over the top with not really worth it units to kill after. Air scouts are not really worth it. So torp bomber is definitely worth it. And it looks like Team 1's dealing with those now. They are maybe going to get that Neptune. It does have its own torp defense, so some of the damage will be mitigated, but 3,000 or so. Cancel this, says buttons. They are, there's just more battleships here for Team 1. Yeah, they're not going to finish this in time. You don't want to waste the mass. So Team 1 has pretty much gain control of northern pond, and they'll start poking apart on that northern side. Southeastern side, though, Team 2 still trying to make efforts, and they are closing some gaps on some departments, but yeah, this northwestern side is not looking good. And if you did watch that game from like a month or so ago, that's actually what happened so far. Is Team 1 actually gained northern pond and started pushing that direction. Again, spoilers for that game. But it's shaping up to be that so far. We'll see if it actually happens the same way or if Team 2 can flip the script on Team 1 at this point. We do see this too. Again, the Magnus, the red. They're trying to keep this cove alive. T3 Naval Headquarters is still online, but not for long. There's one more battleship left. You got to finish off the battleship. Just go one and go to the next one, go to the next one. This kind of just, slow erosion of all of them is not really helping things. You got to just kill one dead and then move to the next one and then move to the next one and then move to the next one. We do see this, a small conga line of units. Team 2 could come back in Navy, to be honest. Oh, I was going to say you didn't pop up. Oh, you got to move these. They're going to be able to ground fire them pretty easily with a little bit of AoE. And you got to spread those apart. And there goes another battleship for Team 1. There's 4 more here. A new one just came to say hi. ASFs are trying to help out. There's Yasaus here now as well. We have another Hathum about to be killed off with those torp bombers. We have some hover tech as well assisting. Again, it's acting as some cannon fodder. There goes one of the other Atlantises. There's a lot of reclaim up there. 31 minutes on the clock. We've only had 2 deaths so far. And it's 144,000 mass from reclaim. So, again, definitely worth grabbing both teams in that regard, especially up here. The reclaim can probably help Team 2 keep back Team 1, maybe. Another battleship is offline. This one's almost gone. This Hathum is getting hit pretty decently hard. There should be a Yasau. There was a Yasau in here somewhere. Now they're making some efforts. We even see some assistance from Team 2. And there goes Team 1's Chaos Fire to Ferv. Almost looked like he walked in for it. Again, he wasn't controlling anything for a while. He was kind of harassing with some TAC missile launcher nonsense, some on his backpack and stuff. But he gave everything over to Macro Noob, and he was potentially out of the game. He was still in it, but he just wasn't macroing that much, or macroing that much. So I did miss it, but it is, he was kind of out of the game at that point anyway. So it's a 4v5 in favor for Team 2. First time Team 2 has been in the lead for comms left alive. We have more and more torp bombers being thrown at all of these battleships from Willow. There's a lot of battleships for Team 1. Is that... No, I don't... Oh, nope, there's one there. I see it. Yep, there is that Neptune. It's getting hit pretty hard, and we have just a line of bombers. So while Team 2 is almost about to break through Team 1's defenses, Team 2 is able to hold back a little bit longer. Unfortunately, the Team 3 Naval Headquarters did get eliminated. That's a huge blow. This needs to be T3 immediately. And he's going for summits, which isn't a bad option. Again, Neptunes would be very nice to have. And Atlantis is getting some Sanguinius. Is that from Warhammer? I feel like that's from Warhammer. Maybe. Anyway, 33 minutes on the clock again. Team 1 at 4 players left. Team 2 at 5. Eco situation. Team 1's been in the lead the entire game, and that has not really changed. It's 2.1 to 1.7, 1.8. No, 1.6. So about 400 mass roughly in Team 1's favor. They have a nuke that's online and loaded, ready to go. They're going to build an artillery piece. I don't agree with placing it right there because it just makes a 2-for-1 combo for Team 2 to shoot at. You could put it, a little bit farther forward, maybe here, just to spread it out a little bit. My 2 cents on that front. Air expansion has kind of stopped a little bit, but again, multiple air grids and they're split apart. Love to see that. Mass fabbing starting to happen, which again slowly explains Macro Noob's eco and the 3 bases. We have Percy's inbound. It looks like Chaos Fire has noticed them. Team 1 doesn't really have a response to this as of right now. So we'll see how long it takes him to respond. The Atlantis is still going. I mean, it's almost that 2-star vet. It's trying to stay alive as much as it can. And he is UEF back here, BJ. I'm suspecting he might go for satellite. He's getting an SMD in his base. Love to see that for protection. Is there an SMD on the front line somewhere? There's one there. There isn't one here. And there is one here. I do sense a gap. Yeah, there's one there. Oh, there's a small gap. That could be devastating. T3 finally still producing destroyers and cruisers. But hey, it's still T3 Navy online for Team 2's Ferv. Good to see that. Here come those Percys, and they run right into a chicken. I don't know why they went this. They could have gone this way, to be honest. I don't know why they went that way. Maybe they tried to go after stuff up here. Maybe the SMD, maybe. But they ran headfirst into a chicken. They kill off a T3 mix. 27 mass a second. It's not bad. Not bad. Team 2 has caught up considerably in eco, though. So there's that. You do see Neptune. Not Neptune, sorry. I wish they were Neptunes. Still been producing summits. Reclaiming the T3 naval headquarters. He could just build right on top of it, to be honest. He should have access to Cybern Tech somewhere. Yeah, it's UEF. Yeah, he has back here, but looks like he's just going to go for RASCOMs, which isn't a bad option, to be honest. Nuke is inbound. It's in. Okay, it's not a bad. Oh, I think it barely edge nukes it. And looks like Team 2 voting for a recall. Let's see, who was it? It's either Free MP, somebody. Oh, somebody started it. I think Willow said no. The recall vote doesn't pass. Team 1, no recall vote. We have had it with both teams at the same time had a recall vote going, which was amazing because it wasn't really decided at that point which team was really in the lead. They both had it. They're like, we don't know. That's why I only recall at the very, very end where I know I'm going to lose kind of thing. But here comes the nuke. That's going to hurt. Kaboom! And that will pretty much cement Team 2's loss in Navy. They have one Atlantis, realistically still online. I mean, it's doing the work the best it can, sitting next to one of its dead brothers. It's on 2-star vet, so it's trying to do some work. But again, it's not going to stay there for much longer. It really isn't. Nuke killed off 32,000. That's respectable. That's about average what we like to see on nukes, about 30,000. Artillery is half done almost for Team 1. I do believe it can hit everything. Almost. So if Team 2 built a game ender back there, they can't hit it. And I don't see any sort of that yet. No Paragons, no artillery, no nukes, no nothing for Team 2. We have some Team D protecting Wolf. Not a bad option. And some flak. Definitely a nice, good wombo combo there. And we have bombers spreading out to go after battleships. Again, there's a lot more battleships for Team 1 down here and Team 2. Look at this. It's a proper sentence game going down. Look at them all. Just look at all those battleships just running around the map. I think we have all 4 factions, I think, in view. We have UEF, Aeon, Cybern, and Seraphim. That one just got killed. But yeah, there's the UEF one here, there's the Cybern one, Aeon one, and then Seraphim one over there in the corner. So we have all 4 of the factions on screen. It's rare when we see that. And those bombers, they tanked a chunk of the damage off of that thing. Not super, super great, but it slowly erodes, which is better than not eroding. And Team 2 using spam tactics to try to keep Team 1 back. Some of that hover tech is slowly working out. It's annoying the battleships at a bare minimum. That's where you get those destroyer weapons, the Seraphim laser weapons, in here, and they just rip everything apart. Nuke precursor has been started and is done. And he's one step of the way there. I think he knows the 2 chickens are there from Team 2, though. Yeah, they know they're there. So they're not going to get surprise attacked, at least as of right now. Navy is grinding to a hold over here. I'm surprised Team 2 hasn't transitioned into a little bit more longer range tech at this point. Is he going to go the... Oh, I thought he was going to go the teleporting. Oh, he's going to go for a nuke right there. Not a bad place to put it. I heard a strap bomber, or at least I thought I heard a strap bomber somewhere. Oh, are those the... No, yep, those are strap bombers. I thought those were solaces for 2 seconds, but they are. They're going after battleships. They're not... That's not a bad option. Again, it's 15,000 hit points right there. Boom, 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 boom. It's not a bad way, and especially with Team 1's ASF sitting over here, you can use them with somewhat impunity. We do see some cruisers are being added, so maybe not as much now, but, able to get a couple of rounds. And the Atlantis is still alive. 4-star vets. Staying alive, that thing. That thing is not going anywhere. Sanguinius is starting to be the MVP of that side of the map. Team 2 has not been hit heavily yet. They've lost a couple of mexes, but it could be a lot worse. Could be a lot worse over there. We see not 1, but 2. Not 2, but 3 almost Tempests online for Team 2. And again, this can have huge implications because if Team 2 can break through the line of defense and kill off the facilities, There's 1, 2, 3 bases that can easily be wiped out, and maybe even hitting that artillery and nuke combo. That would be half of what Team 1 has, just between, that right there. It is a chunk. It is a decent chunk. And Chicken is outbound. Percy's and Strats just ripping those two chickens apart. Yes, some Mexes are gone, some Percy's are gone, but that did not work for Team 1. And look, it'll give 27-ish thousand mass and reclaim as the number goes down because stuff is still shooting at it. So, it's at least 10,000 per chicken. It's not bad. Put those two chickens together, you get a Monkey Lord because it's 20,000 mass for a Monkey Lord. And ASF still fighting one another. We have another ASF group outbound from Free MP. Trying to help keep those numbers high for Team 2 overall. Just so many units. Oh, look at the devastation in the pond. That's why I love naval battles, just because it's just brutal with the amount of units. We have 180,000 mass roughly on screen, and that's also the two chickens says I can't zoom in. Can I clip them out? 130,000. Total mass, double that, 260. The Atlantis, I'm still keeping track of that thing, is online. Nuke is outbound once again. It's number 2 for Team 1. And I don't know where it's going, to be honest with you. Is it going for Navy? No, it's going... Oh, don't nuke the Atlantis. No, it's not going that way. Almost looks... They're not going to try to snipe Ferv, are they? Yes, Ace... They could try. They would almost coincidentally nuke the chicken, which I don't think they're going to do that. There is an Awasab bomber online for Macro Noob. And it looks like it maybe was spotted. Oh, it's been spotted. Nuke is inbound. And it should be shot down by that SMD. Yep, there it goes. And boop. They should have known about that SMD. Oh, they don't. They don't know about it. So that's unfortunate for Team 1. They could have probably known about that. They probably would have saved them a nuke. And there's another nuke online for Team 2 there as well. So we have 2 nukes. One on either side. And we have artillery landing on SMDs, it looks like. Or just mixes. We have Quantum Gateway spamming up the SACU RAS preset nonsense. And anything in the background, more air grid. I don't see anything too big for Team 2. Team 2 is starting to get a little bit ahead in eco. It's 2.5 to 2.3. Atlantis online for Team 1. And again, Team 1 has just kind of been stuck in their main production facilities. But, Team 2 is kind of just blockading them at this point. And 1, 2, and third one should be there. And wow, there's 4 of them now. It's moving backwards. It's going backwards. Why do naval units go backwards? They're going to turn around now. You're going to build some units on the back because you can do that. Hey, building cruisers. It looks like. And are you building stuff on the back? Yes, you are. I love to see those. Again, it's up to T2. And then it's T3 engineers. So you get all T1, all T2, and then T3 engineers. Which, again, I guess T3 engineers is nice because you can build AA out of them. You can build T3 naval facilities out of them. They're able to be used a little bit around the map. You can see just the slow progression of AA being built around the map a little bit. All of these T3 mexes online for Willow really helping expedite Team 2's eco specifically for Willow. The Atlantis is still alive. Oh, are we going to see the death? It emerged from its under the water time. There is some AA on board. There's not a lot, but it helps a little bit. And Sanguinius, unfortunately, I think you're going to be bled. Blood for the Blood God. We have some ASFs. Maybe we'll keep it alive. 57,000 mass killed. Paid for itself tremendously. It will go down definitely as probably one of the best Atlantises I've ever seen. We have 3 of them over here for Team 1 as well. Again, the main focus of these Tempests are probably going to be these production facilities at a bare minimum. Again, they're going after the main ones right there. 1 and 2. That one is gone. Yeah, they're just slowly eroding them all. Atlantis. Oh, look at that. Still alive. 26,000 hit points. It stays alive. And it's going to submerge again. Bombers are now inbound to help kill off the Hathum. Somehow the Atlantis is still alive. Then this says free MP. Yeah, definitely targeting that. That's pretty... What? Oh, it's just weird the way it looked for a second. Nuke should be online again, almost. We have an artillery, of course, online. Team 1, any other plans for longer range tech? It is 42 man. Oh, that's a big one. Team 1 has the Scathis almost online. Team 2, do you have any plans to blow that up? You have a nuke and you have a nuke. Neither of them are loaded. Yeah. They do. No, they kind of know. They kind of know it's there. Once the unit is built, they'll have confirmation of the icon, but they've seen it at some point, and it's going to finish here very, very soon. Hey, look, a chicken. And, oh, look, a fat boy. And the chicken's going to get some work done. Tons of T2 land head... I was going to say land headquarters, but they're just regular facilities with some mexes. Not mexes, but mass fabs. Atlantis is still alive. Wow, I'm surprised. Surprised that thing is still alive. Scathis is almost done. Looks like the Tempests are being focused on by Team 1. We have a Novax online. There's a nuke inbound. It's probably going to hit. Oh, that's a big clump. That's a big, big clump. You got to move them around because that's going to get hit real quick. And it's going to be a short distance travel nuke because it's right there. Scathis is online and firing. 43 minutes on the clock. Nuke is under threats. It's not looking good for Team 2's anything in that regard. It's going to get one of them. Kaboom. It doesn't grab the other one, but it grabs one of the three, and that was the healthier one of the two, so I think they'll take that trade. And T3 Naval Headquarters is down. T3 Naval Headquarters is down. We have a T2 one. Oh, I thought there was a nuke landing somewhere. Nope. Oh, trying to keep that thing online. Not looking good. Atlantis is still holding. Scathis is focusing on this position. I mean, Team 1 is hitting that place hard. Wolf is doing a very good job keeping Team 2 back. Scathis, though, is a completely different beast, though. Needs more shielding. That nuke is going to die. The SMD is under a different shield, so that's definitely a smart move there. And lots. Oh, wow. Look at this T formation of hives. Plus a ton of T1 PD. You need that SMD to be loaded. There's a front one there and another one there. So they have to go through two of them at least before they can get to the third one. But the naval headquarters are almost all gone for Team 1. Looks like the Atlantis is trying to hide on the western side. But it's kind of just the slow demise of Team 1's fleet. And it's going to be a couple more minutes before this is just full invasion. That Novax is 1,000% going to get shot at by those Tempests. 1,000%. Laser has been started by Free MP. Nuke is still alive, but barely. You know, everything else around it has been destroyed. Those mexes are gone. Shielding is coming online for Team 2's air player, BJ. Not enough. Not enough shielding. And this is where having that SMD in the base is hurting him. Still nothing out of the background, anything for Team 2. I don't see any Scathis or Mavor. Oh, okay, fine. Fine, you can just build it there. I can literally just speak it into existence, I guess. And Tempest is almost dead. And here comes those battleships moving full into range of the everything. Nuke is outbound from Team 2. First nuke of the game is outbound. Going for the first SMD. Granted, that SMD will shoot it down, but hey, it'll at least deplete one SMD at a bare minimum. We have missiles raining in for Team 2. Is that thing? Are those not missiles? I guess those are not missiles. I thought those were they look like missiles. No, I guess not. Maybe they're just AA. But yeah, there goes that Novax. Probably not the best place to put that. And there goes the satellite. Down it goes right there. Yep. I think it has like a tiny bit of crash damage, I think. And then you have to wait for the slow, very slow fall into the pond. We have reclaiming. Macro Noob is defeated by Willow. Willow just assassinated Macro Noob's comm. 45 minutes on the clock. Was that with a Tempest shot? I think that was with a Tempest shot, to be honest. I don't see any other big wreckages there. No, it kind of looks like that. Team 1 loses another player. It's now 5v3 in Team 2's favor. And Team 1 still has a nuke, an artillery, another Novax, and a Scathis online. Here comes the teleportation. Not a teleportation. That is a YOLO. That's not a bad place to put that. It's already underneath shield cover next to a bunch of hives. Not that bad. It puts it very consolidated, but, you know, nice overlapping coverage. That Tempest is going to go down very shortly. There's no saving that one. And now we see some erosion on this southern side for Team 1. Let's see the range on those Tempests. Almost. They can maybe eke out a little bit of AoE on that P-Gen. But that's probably about it. They need to get some torrents. And is he going? Hey! There it is. I was like, oh, you could just build a torrent now that you're... And it's there. Didn't take long. We have a GC line inbound. There's another one there. I think this will be Team 2's vector for success. They just need to push. They're killing off mexes here. Starting to kill off some mexes a little bit further back as well. And Scathis is hitting Ferv's base. It's kind of been all over the place, to be honest. It's been hit here. It's been hitting here. It's been hitting here. And been hitting here. The problem with kind of spreading out the Scathis, its main function is spreading damage around, which is good. However, just like it is with T3, T4 artillery even, you stop shooting at one target, and that player is going to probably build more shields and make it even harder the next time you go back to it. If there hasn't been a change in firepower and artillery, or other situations have changed. So it might just come down to, I don't know, it might come down to the Scathis needing to focus on one target, completely eliminating it first, and then go after another target. Because as much as Ferv is building the Novax right now, and Team 1 definitely knows of its existence because he's literally flying right above it, he's not really adding a terrible amount to the game. I mean, there's 3 Atlantises inbound, so that's annoying for Team 2 to deal with. There's some torp bombers starting to poke in front of them, though. But this is doing a lot more work. We've had a kill so far on the macro noob, and we have some torrents inbound ever so slightly. There's a couple of subs just harassing an aircraft carrier. And they're all, they just get stratted. Never mind. I thought those were solaces. They just get absolutely annihilated. Maybe it was, I mean, I don't know. I think it was Tempest shots, because that's definitely within range of that Tempest. Oh, yeah, 1,000% that's within range. Another Mex is going to get eaten. The Atlantis, it charged forth 5-star vetted 100,000 mass killed with that one Atlantis, 60,000 hit points. And we have a conga line of, oh, they would have been even better if they were bricks, because they could be firing under the surface of the pond. Oh, that'd be cool. Seraphim, Cybern? Why are there? I don't know why there's 2 of them there. Nuke is inbound once again from Team 1. Targeting this position. SMD is still holding strong. And Mavor is getting hit. Shields are down. Yeah, Ferv, I don't think you're going to finish that. Do you have a Billy Nuke? You do have a Billy Nuke, and you took away your T3 engineering suite because you're going for teleporter, I bet. First, finish the Atlantis. It's like, just kill that thing off. It's still alive. Look at it. 1,500 hit points and kicking. Oh, look at that. 1,800 hit points and falling. 113,000 mass killed. I mean, the thing is somehow still alive. It's amazing to me that the thing is still alive. But we have 3 GCs inbound, and unfortunately for Team 1, I don't think they're prepped for dealing with land units. They only really deal with naval units. 2 Novaxes, third one on the way. The Perseus are still making their way in. The Atlantis is still alive, and it's going to get killed by that battleship now. It's just going to die now. You could actually hide it at this point, but, you know, it did its job. 117,000 mass killed. I mean, the thing did so much work. Perseus are inbound. They're getting ripped apart very quickly, though. I don't expect it to be a lot of firepower out of that. The GCs, however, they're doing a lot more work. Pigeons are going to blow up. Cascade. That pigeon needs to die. That's going to cascade backward. There goes the nuke. There's gunships over here targeting one of the GCs. We have more gunships over here. Just killed off the Novaxes. I don't know why they're focusing on the experimental. Chicken is down. Yeah, they're not going anywhere. And finally, it has been bested. The 117,000 mass killing Atlantis. The Mavor is denied, but honestly, the land invasion is probably more detrimental to Team 1. And the GC is going to try to make some progress into the air grid. It's not going to get close, though. But it killed off the main stuff over here to the... Oh, and there's a YOLO done. Oh, well, you know, that's not good for Team 2 at all. Team 2, are you aware of it? You are aware of it, and you know what the Scathis is. So there's that. And because it's the nice thing about it being a unit is you can actually stealth it. So Team 2, even though they know it's there, they can't actually see the icon. Even though they definitely knew what that was when it was being built. But obviously because a structure doesn't move, the YOLO is spotted and stays there no matter what. See, it would have been better if those were bricks. One of the rare instances where I would say, wish those were bricks. I love the Percy. Wish they were those bricks in that regard. Scathis still hitting this base. Shielding is being assisted. Do we have anything else being built? Any mass FAF farms. That's an interesting setup. We have a bunch of mass storages. It's an interesting setup. Maybe, possibly, maybe. Maybe, possibly, maybe. Nuke is inbound. Second nuke. Also, oh, Willie, you got to fire those nukes at some point. You got to fire those nukes at some point. It's inbound from Team 1. It is the YOLO. We have SMDs being loaded. Not a lot of them, to be honest. They need to solve that problem. We have 2 GCs over here, but they're getting whittled very quickly, though. They're not getting anywhere near this facility combo of nicks and buttons. It's just there's just too many gunships. There's too many PD emplacements and whatnot. We have a missile launch inbound. Serpentines. Are they targeting mexes? I think they're targeting mexes. Could be. Or they're targeting... Oh, they're targeting P-gens. Ooh, I missed the nuke. Apologies. I thought that one would load in time, but it did not. And they killed off a whole chunk of that air grid. There's that. Nice grab there from Willow. I think that was Willow because it was Aeon ones. Yep, those were Willows. Another YOLO is inbound. They need to take that out sooner rather than later. How you doing over there? You're teleporting in. Where you going? You're going. Oh, you're going up there. That's within range. It's gonna hit shielding though wherever you go with it. So. Does he know where? Oh, does he know what buttons it? Oh, that could be interesting. Oh, look, another Atlantis is here. It's back. It's back again. Look at this. Team 2 has almost entirely won the battle in Navy on the northern side. If Team 1 loses Navy, that's going to be huge. Very, very bad for Team 1. Very, 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 very bad. There it is. Fire it on the con. Oh, here it comes. Here it comes. Buttons, you got to move. But there's no nuke icon, so you don't know it's there. Another SSU dies. Here comes the nuke. Oh, it got redirected. Willow, get out of there. It got redirected by a cruiser that was nearby. That is unfortunate. Oh, that was so lucky for Buttons to be nearby that thing. Oh, he's not going to die from the Billy nuke, though. He's going to get out of there. But, ooh, that was unfortunate. Another nuke is inbound specifically for him. One of the SMDs was eliminated, though. There's one SMD there, and it's twice loaded. And it's definitely within range of that SMD 100%. Oh, yeah. Billy, calm. It would have been funny if he was put there, but Team 1 would see him with all the vision nearby. And regular nuke is inbound. Is there an SMD twice loaded? Yes, there is. It's inbound here, though. There is no SMD here anymore. You have 2 nukes. Willow, you got to fire those things. You got to fire them, deplete the SMDs, and go for it. Looks like they went to investigate. Yep, there's the shot. And Buttons is like, I don't like that. Torrents are inbound. They cannot reach either the Scathis or the YOLO, but they can kill off the SMD at a bare minimum, which that's not good for Team 1. They're building a second Scathis, third game ender. And I was going to say, if you're building if you're building something else somewhere, just stop. Another YOLO goes off. Kaboom. We've had 1, 2, 3 land. We have another SMD here. That's 5 loaded. Another SMD here. That's 5 loaded. There it is. There's the Paragon, number 4. Technically, all 4 game enders have made an appearance. None of them have been completed on Team 2 side of the map, being the Naval and the Paragon yet. But, oh, another one fired. Ah, it's unfortunate. That's a wasted SMD missile, unfortunately. Nukes are nukes. Strats are inbound. They got to drop a payload on that last SMD. They're not going to break through the shielding, I'd imagine. I think it's too tough. Oh, they grab it. They actually one-tap it. Nice job. That nuke. Oh, that SMD is still active. You got to fire that nuke. Fire that nuke. Where'd the nuke go? Fire the nuke. You already fired one. Fire it again. Fired it again. You got to fire it again. You just got to go for it. Oh, it has one more loaded. You got to just keep blowing stuff up. We have Riptides inbound. That's interesting. And, yep, there goes the anti-nuke. He's probably going to fire it once the SMD is actually destroyed. But there's a lot of TMD that's been built. Gunships, I mean, it's maybe we'll make some work done. There's some AA in the area, though, so good luck. I'm going to try to go after that. I mean, the shields are being assisted at this point, so good luck. You just got to fire the nuke. It's not loaded anymore. You got to fire it. Oh, he still has one loaded. He's not firing it. You got to fire it. He's nuking it. He's nuking it. Go, 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 go. Got to nuke that thing. There he goes. There goes the nuke. The Scathis has already moved. Where'd it go? Wait, hold on. Where'd this go? We have a teleporter inbound for Team 1, so Team 2 to Team 1. Where'd that Scathus go? Hold on. Oh, it's right there. Oh, I see. There it is. It just moved over. Free MP. Oh, it's a lot of T1 PD. Shields are being assisted and get denied. And free MP will be killed off by the PD emplacements from Team 1. But that nuke is... Should have... Wait, hold on. Was there another SMD I didn't notice about? It must have been, because that nuke should have landed. Why go there when I tell you not to, because so much PD? Nuke is inbound. There's 0 loaded there, and there's 2 loaded there. Nuke is gonna... You gotta keep firing that thing. Just keep going. Oh, is there an SMD loaded? Nope. Oh, it's gonna be close. And no, it's sitting on right on top of it. They're assisting. Why are you assisting loading that one? Maybe it's out of range. That nuke's gonna be the last. Oh, where is it? Where is it? Is it not firing? It's stuck. Oh, that's lame. That is super lame. They would have won. That's why we didn't see that nuke land earlier, because it didn't actually fire. Oh, that is super lame. What? That is lame. Oh, that's unfortunate for Team 2. That is unfortunate. Can you cancel the nuke and something and maybe have it work? Oh, that sucks, because there's 2 of them loaded. That's so lame. And there goes the SMD, and I don't think it would have mattered. There's the Paragon. It's in the green. Oh, that's so dumb. Oh, that's so dumb for Team 2. That one's not loaded yet.
Strategic launch detected.
Oh, it finally fires. What the heck? That is super odd. Weird. Maybe there's like a way you can just hold it for the last second, but there's already an SMD loaded. Another one's going to be loaded in time. That time to fire it was sooner. That is unfortunate. There's a monkey we're going to get ripped apart, though. The TMD is just too strong for Team 2 to break through. That is... Oh, man, that's unfortunate. There's a Paragon that might go unnoticed. Oh, no. Oh, no, it might go unnoticed. Oh, you know there's an SMD there. You're just not going for it. They're just slowly eroding everything down there. Paragon's not going to matter, though. It really isn't going to matter. Mass fabs are going down on the western side. Oh, Team 2. That nuke should have fired almost immediately. Just could have kept just spamming those things. This would have got blown up, and then you would have just had to deal with the air units at that point, and that would have been it. Oh, that's so unfortunate. Eco, though, it's about, I honestly, dead even at this stage. We have GCs rolling in. Game's not over just yet. We still got a couple more minutes before it hits an hour. And, oh, is it inbound for the Paragon? Oh, yeah, that thing's gone. Yep. Another nuke inbound. It's going to land right where all these SMDs are loading. Honestly, they might actually load in. Some of these might load in time. Maybe. And nope. It's just, nope. Nope. Not going to work. And too bad they didn't. They need some naval forces over here is really what they need. If you could break through Navy on this way. I mean, there's really nothing left for Team 1 to defend with on Navy. You easily just get a couple of Tempests or something over here and just destroy that whole position. We have a GC inbound. Here comes the YOLO. The YOLO does land. Kaboom! Wipes everything out. Don't give me mass, I will stall, says Willow. He's trying to spend all of his mass as fast as he can. Oh! Oh, it landed short. Oh, okay. I thought oh. That's, odd. I thought it would have... I didn't kill off the Paragon, I guess. So there's no way Team 1... Team 1 knows there's a Paragon there. How have they not already fired on that, though? That seems odd. And here comes some more naval units inbound. Just look at the missile spam. This map definitely provided the action worth of Valhalla. 100%. Don't go outside of stealth range. GC is inbound. There's a chicken. There's some Percy's coming to assist as well. There's 3 GCs up this way. There's 2 GCs. There are 2 chickens there. YOLO is inbound again. Are you going to target you are going to target the Paragon now. They are not loading fast enough. I don't think it's going to work. He's just going to try to do as much as he can with the mass that he has for a moment. And there's a nuke that could fire. There's a decent chunk of SMDs here. None of them are loaded, though. Well, no, that one's loaded to 4. There's still remnants of Team 2's main bases. They're not fully all there, but, they're working on it. GCs are inbound. That one's already gone. There's 2 more remain. They're trying to kill off all the There's too many SMDs now. There's that one. There's those 2 and that one. There's another scat that's still being under construction. Another one there, SMD-wise. There's another SMD up there as well. I mean, they know what they're going for. Donuts are being built as fast as possible. Just crash land on them. There goes the YOLO right on top of the Paragon. Not in time, unfortunately. Kaboom! There goes the YOLO. 59 minutes on the clock. Billy Nuke is inbound. Deploying 33's comm, maybe? Oh, no. Ooh. That's a chunk of mass fab. Dead and gone. Ooh, that's got to hurt. Boom. Nice grab there. 104,000 mass. He's going to get out of there. That kills off something. Drops Team 1's mass income.
Strategic launch.
Scath is firing on this position. Nuke is inbound as well. Nuke is inbound from Team 1 as well. It's Nuke in the Naval headquarters. Is that in range? Oh, yeah, it is. Okay. And Team 2 recalls. Yeah, it just... That nuke, whereas that one not firing sooner rather than later, that one really hurt. I mean, it would have won the game right there. Would have killed off both of the game enders. Would have been it. It would have still had the Paragon being built. I mean, team made such a good effort. I mean, it was a great game overall, but just came down to Team 1 just hunkered down hard and just said nope to whatever Team 2 was doing. And the protection with buttons, I mean, I don't think it would have affected too much. Maybe a little bit with APM, but him getting that cruiser redirect, that was so lucky. But Team 1 wins the game. MVP goes to the remaining 3 players of Team 1. I would say maybe it's a toss-up between Buttons and Nyx because they just held together very well. They did as much as they could together and just chunked their bases, just went, okay, smashed them together. They almost won Navy, and then Team 2 said, nope. I do think Team 2 should have put a little bit more effort into Navy. And look, I mean, there's some destroyers inbound. I mean, there could have been, and look at all these Riptides, but maybe Team 2 was just, no, it's not going to be worth it at that point, maybe. I don't know. There's a lot of units that are kind of just doing nothing down here. There was donuts being built. But I think Team 2 was like, I don't think it's going to be worth it at that point. Had the Paragon be online a couple minutes longer, maybe would have been enough, but I don't know. I think Team 2 was kind of just fed up at that point. But again, let me know down in the comments who you think deserves MVP. Thank you so much for watching the very end of the video, and I will see all of you in the next one.